This is a wonderful partnership between the Asthma Foundation and Opera Australia. Opera is fundamentally about singing. Some of our orchestral players would dispute that statement, as would our stage managers, as would my finance director, who says it's all about just keeping it afloat. But the art form, which is probably the biggest collaboration you can find in live performing arts between music, theatre, dance, design and drama. It's pretty ambitious, but I think at its most thrilling and what distinguishes it self-evidently is it is about the human voice. And the reason we were attracted to this partnership is if you talk to any singer about their instrument, it's not like a violin or a piano. It's a very delicate thing affected by your moods, but it is fundamentally about breath. And great singers talk about supporting the sound on the breath. It's a very physical and delicate activity all at the same time. So we were immediately attracted to this partnership because breath is fundamental to that instrument which self-evidently distinguishes opera, which is the human voice. And we do find amongst our number of great artists that a number of them have come, like many sportsmen, they've taken on a discipline because they actually suffer from respiratory illness or from asthma, and they've taken it on as a discipline to overcome that handicap. And of course some of them have then been propelled to greatness, and that's quite a common story in the world of sport, and it's an equally common story, I can tell you, in the world of performing arts and singing, of course, in particular. So it is a terrific association for us. We work together at Opera in the Domain, which is a big free concert we do every year, and in other ways to support our activities. And I think I'm just very drawn to the idea of two not-for-profits working together for the greater good of both organisations and the people we serve. Tonight's opera, I'm not sure how many of you have seen The Marriage of Figaro, but it is, I think without dispute, one of the great operas. It is one of the greatest, it's one of the touchstone texts. It's like saying Hamlet is one of the great plays. It is an extraordinary work by Mozart. And it is a comedy, but like all great comedies, it reveals something absolutely fundamental about the human heart and human passions, as you will see. I particularly am looking forward to seeing it tonight because I wasn't here for opening night, I was overseas. So it is a double pleasure for me to be here. This is a production we first did about 8 or 9 years ago, directed by Neil Armfield, who is a wonderful Australian director. And I think it also goes to the heart of what we do as an opera company. Opera is about big things, it's about things that last, it's not about fashion. And the things that speak best to us, I think, are the productions you can bring back and find pleasure in again and again and again, the way you do in Mozart's operas that people still flock to so many centuries after they were composed. So I hope you have a wonderful time. This was a co-production actually with the Welsh National Opera. Like in everything else, the world of opera is getting smaller, so we have co-production partners around the world. And it was debuted in Wales about 9 years ago, then came to us. It was actually the first time Neil Armfield's work had been seen in Wales, and from that, of course, he now directs all through Europe and America. So it's just one very small example about how we work together internationally to try and get the best out of the precious funding that we receive from our customers, clients, and indeed the government. But above all, I hope you have a wonderful night. I congratulate the Asthma Foundation on all the great work you do. I think, so often the work you do is actually the difference between life and death, but it's also making people's lives fuller. And I think the reason we're here in the end is to enrich the kind of environment in which we all live through the power of opera. So I hope for at least some of you tonight that your world is enriched, and thank you for being here.
Thank you.